Yo, still Bills was the Denzel, man. It's a beautiful day outside. It's 72 degrees out in this motherfucker, man. I just can't. Yo, man, shout out this nigga Aaron the Plumber, man. That dude is a comedian, man. I don't be watching that 20 versus 1 shit, bro. But one of the homies on my Facebook page posted that nigga what he said. Yeah, I'm gonna take you to a French restaurant. Jacques in the box. I fuck with that nigga, man. I fuck with and he take his L's, man. He took one L, he stood on that shit like he got me, man. That's a real nigga right there, man. I fuck with dude, man. But peep game, man. Let's get into this shit, man. And we gotta talk about what happened with Keith Thurman this morning, man. Listen, on one hand, I want to say congratulations and shout out to Keith Thurman and rant and rave about how he's back and yada yada yada. I just don't have the energy for it, man. I ain't gonna cap. I'm on this channel, and I've said it. I've been on here a couple of years now, man, and I've said it. This is the only dude that I thought, the only welterweight that I thought that had a really good shot at really pushing Bud, really pushing him more than what Porter pushed him. Because I think Porter pushed him the most, but I think he was able to adjust to Porter a little bit faster. Then he would have been able to adjust to Keith Thurman because Keith Thurman has the same skill set as Bud. He's just not as skilled as Bud within that same skill set. Bud dictates distance a little bit better than Porter. Not Porter, but Thurman. He's a far better switch hitter, bigger puncher, longer reach. But I do think Thurman still had he's highly skilled and he was a really good technician as well in his heyday. To the point where I thought skill for skill he'd be able to he'd be able to push Bud and really force Bud to dig deep. You know what I'm saying? I thought that highly of Keith. I really did. And I wasn't ready to just, throw him, feed him to the wolves or whatever on some, man, get him the fuck up out of here type shit, man. But I'm so cool on Keith. I'm cool. There is no reason why you should have sit. There was no excuse for you to sit down for 3 years, man. It's been 3 years since you fought Barrios. You sat down longer on this stint between Brock Jarvis and Barrios than you did with Danny Garcia and fucking Josecito Lopez. And then Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios. Those was only 2-year hiatuses, man. You took a whole 3 years off to come back and fight Brock Jarvis. It wasn't necessary, man. You spent an entire you wasted the entire when the welterweight division was hot. You wasted that entire time fucking around. Man. Virgil came into prominence. Boots came into prominence by that time. Cavaliasquez was there. You could have got that shit in there and rumbled out with him, man. We could at least even seen you in there with Jamal James or somebody, man. You just sat out because you thought your celebrity and your accomplishments was at such a high level to where you could pick and choose who you wanted to fight. And it's either him or nobody. How is fighting Brock Jarvis a better fight than fighting fucking Boots? How is Brock Jarvis a better fight than fucking Conor Benn, bro? You could have went this is what I mean. It's too hard for me to get any sort of excitement or just hype about you knocking out fucking Brock Jarvis in 3 rounds. A dude who Liam Powell knocked out years ago at 140 pounds. I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to hear it, bro. I don't want to hear it, man. You have wasted all of your good years, my nigga, to the point now where I don't think you're not war torn or nothing like that because shit, you sat out for fucking 7 years practically. 3 fights. Oh, no. Let me see. You fought Danny Garcia. What year was that? 2016? 2017. Fought him 2017. Fought Manny Pacquiao 2019. Fought Mario Barrios, 2021, 22? And then you come back and fight 4 fights in 7 fucking years, bro, when you got dudes like Canelo Alvarez who he fought 3 times in a calendar year. and I'm supposed to be excited about you coming back after all. Like, nah, bro. At this point, nah, I'm cool. I went, I watched the highlight. All right, it was a good highlight. You ain't got a knockout in literally a decade. I bet. So, all right, cool. You broke that streak, but how do you get it? How do you get excited about this? And then of course you start calling out all the big guns. You start calling out Jermell Charlo. It's just like you you still have this mindset to where you think that you should be skipped to the front of the fucking line. Like you got VIP status, the bouncers at the front door or whatever the case may be, or the club owner. Hey, no, I got him. I had that status at a point in time, not because just I had it like that, nah, but just because we was cool with the bouncers and the doorman. Oh yeah, nah, they good. Y'all come on in. Them the homies. I can't even remember his name. He was a big dude. He was big, bald-headed white guy. Man, he was a judge for MMA. I think he fought too. This was not no dude you wanted drama with, man. And he was a cool dude. He was a cool dude. He was one of them dudes to where you knew not to try him, but his presence was still inviting. Like, nah, man, we ain't on that dumb shit. Like, what's happening, man? How you doing, man? But you do, go play with him if you want to. Go play with him if you want to, because you're not gonna be able to get him off of you, figuratively and literally, bro. So yeah, I've had that status before, man, but I never made that shit nah, man. Hey, I need to get it. I always made sure I had money to get in the front door, just in case homeboy wasn't up there. So you got this dude who still believes he still has the status of a unified world champion, and you're too good to fight Joey Spencer. You're too good to fight a Jesus Ramos. You're too good to fight even a Jason Rosario. Pull his ass back down. You know what I'm saying? All them fighters over there on 154 pounds on the PBC side. You can't get in there and brawl out with none of them dudes. You got to hit the calling out Charlo and Zoo and all these. Like, man, what are we doing, man? I have no excitement that Keith Thurman did what he was supposed to do with Brock Jarvis. I'm just not. I'm not overjoyed about that. I'm not thrilled by that. I can care less, because there was no reason for you to wait this long to come back and fight. There was no reason for that, man. You let an entire division, the hottest division in the fucking sport, go stagnant. You left a lot of food on the table, my dude. A lot of food, to the point that whole division is completely sizzled out. And it may get some sort of resurgence with Ryan and Devin and what's my man name? Jose Ramirez coming up. Now, Boots is still there, but all right, cool. But it's not as hot of a division as it was for the past 15 years, 20 years. I mean, you've managed to miss out on all that shit because you just felt you was too good to fight certain fights because of what you once were. You have not been a champion since 2019. You spent I can't comprehend this shit for the life of me. You spent let me see, Sean Porter fought Earl Spence. Was that 2019 as well, or was that 2020? It may have been, it was either 2019 or 2020. You dismissed all of the call outs that Earl Spence was throwing at you. You will find a way that, you would just kind of cower in his presence every time you come over there and try to, interject in your interviews and just get on your ass. You just found a way. You just got to this level. You just had this sense of docileness come up over you every time that man would come into your space. Just for him to get exposed and look, extremely regular in front of Sean Porter, now that's when you get into fighting. But by that time, the damage is done. No, I'm not fighting Keith Thurman. I'm cool. When that was a dude you could have fought and beat years ago. Or at least entertained the fight to the point where he would have still been receptive to him when you started calling for it. When Bud first moved up and crashed fucking Jeff Horn, what was the WB? No, you had all the drama for Bud. And I'll never forget that interview. Say what you want. I have no interest in the Terrence Crawford fight. I remember that interview. For the longest time, the interview got took off off of YouTube. And somebody just so happened to repost it again. I remember clear as day seeing that interview because I was always looking to see if you was going to give him a shot, and you never did. just for you to double back years later, after his stock has risen in the division, after he do what he did to Spence, here you come making call outs. Like you just, the most electrifying man in all sports entertainment, as if you're that guy. Here you come again and expecting to get that fight. Training just to get that fight. There was no reason for you to sit out on the sidelines as long as you have been. Now you come back here in a higher division that you're not even really accustomed to yet. Beating Brock Jarvis does not tell me you're going to go in there and do anything with Tim Tszyu, anything with Fundora, anything with fucking Charlo, anything with Conwell, anything with Madrimov, anything with Virgil, anything. You're not about to do nothing with Bud. No, bro. Like you're too far regressed. Well, I won't say that. I won't say that because due to you being out as long as you've been out, you haven't taken as much damage. So, all right, cool. Maybe that's the silver lining and all this shit, man. But my point, the point is this, man. You let a lot of good years go by, years at time that you can't get back. How do you event? This was baffling me. How do you spend your heyday ducking two niggas that you would eventually turn around and beg for fights? Bud and Spence were the two welterweights that you was clear as day ducking and you ain't want no drama with just for you to turn around and beg them niggas to fight. I don't get it, man. You played yourself to a point now you gotta fucking settle for fighting Brock Jarvis. So I'm not excited about you fighting no Brock. I'm not excited about you knocking out Brock Jarvis. I'm not. Because that isn't telling me that just isn't telling me nothing, man. That's not telling me nothing. That's not telling me nothing. Sorry, not sorry. But Brock Jarvis is not telling me that you are a legitimate contender at 154 pounds, bro. It's not. It's not. You let a lot of good years go by you, man, and not everybody is happy and excited and overjoyed that you fought as if this is some sort of resurgence of Keith Thurman, and it's honestly not. I can't trust that you looking to get back and get back into title contention or nothing like that, and go through the proper the proper channels to get there. I can't trust that you one of them dudes that's about to do that shit. I can't. You let the hottest division in the fucking entirety of the sport go stagnant. That's how long your absence was in the sport of boxing. No Ugas. No nothing, man. No nothing. Connor Ben. They was looking to, they was, if I'm not mistaken, they was looking to line y'all two up, man. Why would you? And there's people who was really like overjoyed that you came out and you got. I don't give a fuck. I personally don't. You were supposed to do that with Brock Jarvis. You're a better fighter than he is, and he's been knocked out in lower divisions. Come on, man. He's been knocked out. Liam Powell got rid of that dude. And I'm supposed to be excited that you went in there and did what Liam Powell did, bro. My nigga, nah, man, nah. We not doing that. We not doing that. We not doing that. This shit is pathetic, man. Y'all just don't get it. Y'all just do not get it, man. The type of money that you was asking for, you could have got had you consistently stayed active. You wanted that 10 M's to fight Bud? All right, cool. Go in there, bro. Take that $2 million there. Take $2 million there. Take the 1.5 there. You could have garnered all that if you would have signed with the right promotional company. Got your head out your ass. You could have got that to the point where it would. You wouldn't have. Three, four fights, you could have eventually hit that price point, Brody. Three, four fights, you could have eventually hit that price point. Or let's just do it like this: you grind, you go through the gauntlet like you did originally, but you stay active, you stay consistent, and you force people to call your name. You put yourself back on the fucking on the at the forefront of the people of the boxing people's thought process. Did your fucking interviews on ESPN, did all type of shit. Just stayed in touch with the sport. Stayed in tune with the sport. You could have got that show that you was asking for potentially. Because the only way you get that type of money that you was asking for is if you make yourself worthy of it. And how do you make yourself worthy of it? By fighting. You got that bag with Manny Pacquiao, and you just thought that was just supposed to be your price point. You and Andy Ruiz, man, y'all let a lot of good years go by because y'all was just too bullheaded to understand that you not gonna get this type of payday with everybody, because it's not you that is bringing the attention to this fight to garner that type of payday. It was Anthony Joshua and it was Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao being an all-time great, Anthony Joshua being the hottest Brit on the scene. That's how y'all was able to get that. Not just because you on the card, niggas know you. No. I hate when man, listen, boxing is a brutal sport. It is the most brutal sport in all of sports. Y'all got a short window to go in there, beat each other the fuck up, and make off like a bandit. And with you fighting at the highest level, you're a fucking former unified world champion, Brody. There was a multitude of big fights for you. If you was that hell bent on getting the Bud and Spence fight, bro, why didn't you earn it? By the time them dudes really got buzzing like that, you lost your belt, and you just faded into the abyss of the forgotten. And you think niggas is just supposed to jump for joy? Oh shit, Keith Thurman want to fight? I bet. They just supposed to turn around and fight you after you done spent the last 2 or 3 years in a hiatus. No, dog, no. And I don't see how y'all don't understand that shit, bro. Y'all niggas is arrogant. Y'all are arrogant. And arrogance always turns around and bites you on the ass. Please don't tell me you park. Damn, they parked. It always turns around and bites you on the ass. Now here the fuck you are fighting Brock Jarvis at 154 pounds in a division that you don't even know if you can cut the mustard in. And I'm supposed to be happy about that. I'm not. I'm very much so upset. I'm not upset. I'm nonchalant. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I gives a fuck less. You go in there, you do what you do to Tim Tszyu. If you can replicate what you did to to Brock Jarvis with Tim Tszyu, or even what you did with Manny Pacquiao with Tim Tszyu, okay, now we may be cooking with grease. We may be cooking with grease. But until then, bro, I'm not convinced, man. I'm not convinced. I would love to be proven wrong, but I don't think I will be. I don't think I will be at all. So hey, it is what it is, man. I'm not excited. Not excited at all. You got a knockout in over a decade. Salute to you for that, but you were supposed to do that, man. That's how I feel about it, man. I'm outie, and I'll tap back in with y'all later, Deuces.